Hey there, Simon here from AQ Outdoors, just checking in with a really cool product that we started bringing in this year called the Leashlok. So here in Alberta, the river surfing buzz is real and like myself, many people are coming from a surfing in the ocean background, and there's some sort of safety components to being on the river that are often overlooked. So that's where this little baby comes in. I believe, like it's designed in Hawaii, I believe this was developed perhaps for longboarders, because one of the benefits with this is it's a leash that essentially goes around your waist rather than your ankle. So with a big heavy longboard, having the pull around your waist is going to be a lot less uncomfortable than it being around your ankle or even around your calf, which some people do on longboards, as we know. So basically, in the context of river surfing, is having a leash can be a really major hazard. And the example I would use is if you've got an obstruction in the river, such as a rock or a log, and you go one side and the board goes the other side, and you're in the main flow or in the current of the river, very quickly you can be pushed underwater. And if you have a leash that's attached to your ankle, not only is it hard to reach, but the Velcro actually becomes stronger the more pressure that gets put on it. And the force of the water on your body is actually really, really high. And so there's been a number of deaths over the years, both in stand-up paddleboarding on the river and river surfing, where people were just simply unable to release their leashes. So that's really tragic and sad. And so that's where an item like the Leashlok comes in. So basically what it is it's a waist belt that fits 24 to 42 inch waists. It's all Velcro, and essentially we will attach a leash to here, and that will become what tethers us to our surfboard, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But for the time being, we'll just demonstrate how it works. So essentially, when you're surfing, it just goes around your waist, and then we have this pull tab here, which is we always want to have at the front here, so it's easy to see and it's easy to find. When we turn around, that will put the leash coming out of the back like a tail, and that means it's going to stay out of the way as much as possible. So then, in the unfortunate situation where you do happen to get snagged on a rock or a tree or something, and you find yourself underwater and all of that pressure like loaded up on your body and you're unable to get to the surface, to get out of that situation, you simply just have to find this, pull it off, and the whole system is released and you'll be free of the board. So it's a very simple solution to what could potentially be a very large problem. A couple of the little features in it, obviously has this very high visibility red tab. You also have this red here, which you could also potentially grab as well. There is, I just found out, also a pocket in here. So just at the end of the Velcro, there's a small pocket in here, which if you have a waterproof vehicle key would fit in safely. You could also probably fit a granola bar or something in there as well, or a stick of wax or something along those lines. So there is a little bit of storage in there. It's all padded. So definitely have used this on the Kananaskis River out here, and it's super comfortable. You don't even notice you're wearing it. If you're used to wearing a leg leash, it does take a little bit of getting used to as to where the leash comes out. So at times you'll find yourself on the wave and you're kind of like kicking it out of the way. It's a pretty small price to pay for the safety that it brings to the whole situation, and it's something that you get used to very, very quickly. Super compact, super lightweight, you barely notice that you're wearing it. So that's kind of a list of the features. I can't really think of too many downsides for this product, to be perfectly honest. From what I've used it so far, it seems durable, it seems robust. It has a 6-month warranty on it, so if it starts falling apart, it's fully covered. So what we'll do now is we'll kind of go over a little how to use it and how to get everything set up, because they don't really have a lot of description of that on the back of the box or anything, so we'll go through that really quickly. Okay, so with the Leashlok, all you need is your Leashlok, and then you also need like basically any surf or sup leash. So essentially, we just have these inserts here, which we need to remove. So first of all, we can just remove the one from the Leashlok here. I am terribly ill prepared here, and this is going to take longer than it needs to. You can use an FCS fin key. So that's the same size as this Allen key. I just didn't have one handy, so I'm just using this bulky tool here instead. So we just back that off so that inside here, you can't see the screw anymore, because that's where we're going to put the insert, the male end of the leash here. So then on most leashes, or all leashes as far as I know, is you're going to have the same there's going to be two Allen keys in, or like Allen screws in here. So all you want to remove is the leg leash part, so the bit that would typically be attached to your ankle. So we're just going to unscrew that and take that, remove that completely. Leave this one intact. Okay, so once that's removed, you hang on to this, so when you go surfing in the ocean, or you want it back, you've still got it. Stay. Now, all we do is we take this end in here, clamp it in there, look through here and make sure that there's a clear line of sight through so that you can make sure the screw goes through. First time I did this, I didn't do that and I ended up stripping the screw, so I kind of ruined that on my first attempt at this. Required some vice grips and such to repair it, and that's it. So now you have your waist belt fastened. You then just take this piece here and attach this just like standard to the leash attachment point on your surfboard. So that works the same. And then now we have our fully set up leash lock, and then this just goes around your waist. That comes out the back like a tail, and you're all set to go. So that's it. That's the leash lock and how it attaches, and super crucial piece of safety gear for anyone river surfing, and something to consider if you surf a big, heavy longboard as well. So thanks so much for checking out the video. We'll have links to the leash lock in the comments below. If you have any questions about this or any other river surfing products, please let us know in the comments and we'll get right back to you. Also consider hitting subscribe. We'd love to have you involved in our community, and thanks so much for checking out the video.